Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I created this macrame plant hanger. Don't forget to like the video, this will help my channel grow. Subscribe, leave a comment, share if you like. So this is going to be a pretty lengthy video, so without any more delay, let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the two long strings and we're going to put it through the loop. Make sure that they're even at the bottom like I'm doing right now. So this is the next stitch that we're going to be doing. So you grab your anchor, it's going to be the one that's always straight. You pass the opposite side, the opposite string through the loop, under the anchor and through the loop. Again, under and through. And then tight and keep that anchor string straight. You're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So you can see the two strings are still separate. This is the next stitch that we're going to do. We're going to use 7 strands at 22 inches and we're going to create a loop going over your anchor piece of rope, creating this little knot. Again, over and through. So we're going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. We're going to put them over and through the loop. It's going to be a total of 7 strands that we're going to do for the other side, same as the first one. So this is the next stitch. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab the 2 center strands, the 2 end strands, and we're gonna put them together. And this time it's gonna go, you're gonna have your anchor and you're gonna go over and through 2 times per string. So now we're gonna go from left to right, just like you see in this diagram. And again, over and through, and keep the anchor straight. And by the way, you see how much space that I'm leaving in between the top and the bottom line that I'm creating. I didn't like how this turned out, so next time I do one of these, I don't want to leave that much space. I want it a little bit closer. Just a little tip, if you want it the way I did it, then that's fine, but I think it would look better if it was a little bit tighter. So we're gonna repeat this until we get to the end. including the one that I'm using to hang the piece straight up. Once I get to that one, then the one that is my anchor cord will become the one that I'm holding my piece with. If you're doing it laying on a table or something, then you wouldn't have to do this, but I'm doing it this way because somehow it feels easier for me to work with. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always change the speed on the bottom. There should be an option to change the speed so you can see better what I'm doing. So when you get to the end, that end cord that I'm using to hang the part with is going to be your last piece. We're going to process it the same way. We're going to put it over and through, and then twice, and then that anchor cord is going to be the one that I'm going to use to hang it with. Every single one that I do, I'm going to do it that way. So now I'm going to do from right to left, and I'm going to repeat the same process that I did on the left to right, just going the opposite way. So this time we're going to go over the anchor cord and through. We're going to repeat this 16 times, or as long as you want the part to be. You can make it longer, you can make it shorter. It's up to you on how much do you want. So now I'm going to let you enjoy the music. But before I do, let me just remind you, please like the video. This really helps my channel grow. Thank you. So we're gonna do a total of 16 rows on each side. This is what you're gonna end up with. So this is the next stitch we're gonna do. What we want to do at this point is to grab one string from the left side and one string from the right, and I'm gonna alternate doing that stitch of over through twice per string, and I'm gonna alternate the anchor straight. From one side is gonna be to the left, then the next two are gonna be to the right, is gonna be the anchor, then the next one is going to be the left again, and you're going to keep going, alternating, doing this stitch again, over and through. So we're going to repeat this all the way to the end until we run out of strings. So this is the stitch that we're going to do. This is called a half square knot. So we're going to grab 4 strings and we're going to go over the 2, and then you're going to loop it under and through. So it's going to look like this. And then you just tighten it, not really tight, because then it kind of ruins it's a loose tight. You don't want it as tight as you would do a shoestring, basically. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward here. I did a total of 16 half square knot per leg, and after you're done with the 16, you will move to the next 4 strings. Okay, for the next step, we're gonna leave 6 inches from the end of the half square knot, and we're gonna do a square knot. It is a little bit different. So, like I said, we're gonna leave 6 inches. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna grab one leg, we're gonna leave the 6 inches, and then the way this square knot works, you are gonna go grab the left string, go under the 2 in the middle, and then you will grab the right string, go under the one you just passed through, and then over the 2 middle ones, and then through the hole of the first one. And you're going to repeat those twice. That will keep the stitch. That stitch is not going to spin like the other one. The other one actually kind of turns. That one is going to be a straight stitch. So we're going to do 2 repetitions of this for each leg. So on the next step, we're going to leave 3 to 4 inches. We're going to grab 2 strings from one leg and then 2 strings from another. And we're going to repeat the square knot again. Okay, so now that we're done, we're just gonna gather all the legs up nice and neatly. So when you put them together, they're just gonna be in the right position. So you're gonna grab one of the legs or one of the strings, create a loop, and make sure you keep that string over so you don't mix it with what you're doing. So we're gonna grab a longer string and we're gonna wrap it around and around all the way down. Then we're gonna put it through that loop that we created when we're done, and then we're gonna pull the string that you left aside, and that's gonna make the final string hide behind the on the same area that you loop it through, so it make it tight. Now we're gonna cut the ends of where we looped it through. And then we're gonna cut the length that we desired. And in my case, I had a lot of leftovers, so okay, so with the leftovers, I'm just gonna grab the ones that are like 4 to 5 inches and just kind of grab the legs and the 2 strings in and the 4 string legs in the middle. I'm gonna grab it, loop it through, over and through, or under and through, whichever way, it doesn't matter. So this will give it that fussy kind of look that it has, like you seen at the beginning of the video. We're gonna do this to each leg until we basically either I ran out of them, so I end up cutting more to finish it off. So whatever fullness you desire is up to you. Okay, so now we're gonna grab a cat hairbrush to basically undo the strand so it looks fussy. So make sure you kind of brush it through from the front and the back. It will make it more fuller, and just keep brushing. So like you see right now, some strings are long, some strings are short because I was using the leftovers. Later on, I didn't record this, but I actually went back, and after I put the desired flower pot in there, I went and trimmed the edge of those sides to my liking. So this is the final product. I end up using a clay pot that was rounded at first, and then I end up changing it to the more narrow one earlier that you saw at the beginning. So next video, I'm gonna bring you some macrame feathers, great for all kinds of decorations, and we're gonna integrate them to some of our projects. So I hope you like it. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. See you next time.